Guys, this is exactly how you can get thousands of TikTok creators posting for less than your AdWords campaign. What I'm about to show you is the exact system we use to generate a 6x return for Fresh Express on their influencer investment, a 10x increase with Corona Beer's Instagram engagement, and a 22x increase in average Reels views for Gato Negro. So let me just show you this. So because we can produce authentic content cheaper with unpaid influencers, we can do what's called mass volume. And when you do mass volume, you find content that works faster. And ultimately, if you can find content that works faster, you can scale it faster. And you can also do this safely. I'm going to show you how. This is a numbers game. And for the right products, this is an absolute game changer. There is literally no way this doesn't work for the right product. So if you bear with me for a second, I'm going to show you how gifting unpaid influencers makes millions for our clients. But first, let me walk you through the problem. So you can see most people this day and age, they are paying hundreds of dollars for UGC videos. And they're only getting about a 1% hit rate viral. And it's just not profitable. And worst of all, it's really not safe with all these influencer lawsuits coming down. So as a brand, if you're getting a 1% viral hit rate on TikTok or Instagram, this is an average for household name brands. And the problem is that if you only do 10 videos a month, you'll at best get 2 or 3 viral hits each year. This is just not profitable. So instead, what we do is we rig this in your favor. So I have some NDAs with my clients, so I can't show you everything, but I do have lots of results proof of year-over-year revenue for our clients, just off the charts. So you can see with, this is Real Good Foods, seeing this kind of growth. Parabolic growth happens over time when you invest in content and in seeding the way we do. You can see with Fresh Express, some of these are large brands that you've heard of. We work with lots of up-and-comers. I'm just showing you some of the brands you're probably familiar with. Some of these guys are just absolutely destroying it. And so the trouble, though, is that none of this growth really matters if you are getting sued. So if you get hit, you're probably going to get fired and your business is going to stop worrying about growth from influencers. That's what just happened with Crumble and DSW with the copyright violations. And you've probably heard about Celsius. You probably heard about Shein and Revolve. This was pretty sad. These guys are getting hit with some frivolous lawsuits. And unlike other influencer programs out there, our program makes it so it's impossible to get in trouble like this. So how it works is compared to traditional influencer marketing, you don't know the influencers in our system. They also don't know you. All they're doing is testing products. It's cheaper, it's safer, and it's a lot easier. So you save a bunch of time working on social media. Take, for example, Johnsonville, a sausage company. You may have heard of them. This is their content folder. It's just endless content from, this is just one campaign with a little under 100 influencers. This was a very small campaign, and they've got TikToks beyond belief. They got all these reels, very real-looking content, very authentic content. It just goes on forever. And this is the kind of stuff that we get for our clients. So you can see we have reporting here for Johnsonville, that small campaign. They see nice increases across the board. And this, look at how simple this is. You know, it breaks everything down. You can show your team the ROI. You can give them an idea of what the value is. And this is just, it's so nice and simple. Everything's handled for you. We don't give you a piece of software. You manage everything. You literally just ship the products to the influencers and we handle everything else. All the reporting is done for you. So it's pretty nice. But the reason this actually works is because we have really great influencers in our network. So there's 20,000 of them. We keep it small on purpose. We do not want to have 100 million influencers because, let's just be real, your mom's probably not an influencer, and that's not realistic. But these are smaller influencers that would love to have a chance to try your products, and that's it. They just want to try your products, and they also get excited that they can connect with brands like yours. So there's some skin in the game here, and these creators, they will never share things they don't like. So it's not forced, and it's very authentic. But so on top of the volume, you get that authenticity, which is beautiful. And lastly, you know, last but not least, the timing is a huge factor because you see all creators are looking for that new trending product. You know, you want to be that new Stanley mug. And so if you're able to position yourself this way, you're golden. And it's inexpensive. You can get content for as low as $100 per video. So we have plenty of brands that are working this way. And I have worked with a lot of companies, almost 1,000 companies. I actually own this influencer agency. And, you know, we've worked with notable brands Fresh Express is absolutely destroying on socials. Gato Negro wine, we've been killing it in the bev and alcohol and wine industry. Gato is one of our favorites. We are big animal lovers here at Apex Drop, love puppies and kitties, and they do well on Instagram. We have a big network of pet influencers. And, Russell Athletic was a lot of fun. They do clothing, and these guys are just crushing in this space. So we do get daily testimonials from people who work with us. Here's an example of a VP of marketing that said, the nano and micro influencers were an eye-opener for them. Joel Quigley said that this helped build his brand. You could see the fun. You could see the music around his wine. People saw themselves in that, and it just drives the brand. And if you've heard of Angie Everhart, she's a famous actress and model who said she basically fired her other influencer agency after working with us because we were just a lot better. And we get lots of G2, on the daily, we get these kind of wonderful reviews. So you don't have to take it from me. It's a social media media manager's dream. That's because you just get endless content. You don't have to think about that anymore. The community is easy to work with. And the best part is you don't really have to do any of the work. I mean, who wants to do all that work? And we do it for very cheap. So if you want a personalized plan, you want to see how we can get you creators for $100 per activation or thousands of them for less than your AdWords campaign, go ahead and click that link down below and book a call with us. We'd love to have a talk. Or you can visit apexdrop.com.